So today we'll be taking a look at some stories with Liv Morgan, Becky Lynch, and much more. Let's start things off with another Becky Lynch update. Becky Lynch has been gone from WWE now for just over one full calendar year. Becky has put out several pictures of herself at the gym over the last few months, and a lot of fans have been speculating about her return ever since. Not to mention the several trolls and teases she's pulled off just this year alone. She posted the entrance curtain during the Royal Rumble. She posted the WrestleMania Night 1 message over WrestleMania weekend, and several more little teases in there to throw everyone off. And it worked every single time. Whenever she posted one of those trolls, they go viral every time. Becky was back in the news this week because she was actually spotted at the WWE Performance Center for the first time. Several reports claim that Becky Lynch was spotted inside the WWE facility. Becky was apparently training with some of the individuals there and most likely knocking some of that ring rust off. With being away from the ring for 14 months, it's one of the longest breaks in Becky's entire career. Reports also complimented her physique, saying that Becky looks beyond jacked. So, to bring up the same question everyone has been wondering about again, when will Becky Lynch return? Well, the easiest answer right now would be sometime this summer. This summer really looks like it'll be a relaunch for normality for WWE, and they want to come back with a bang. The WWE president even mentioned that way back around WrestleMania time, how they were going to hit the road and never stop again. So that's happening in a matter of weeks now. Not only are they going back on the road, but it looks like they're going to be getting several big names back, such as Becky Lynch, John Cena, Edge, and potentially even more. As far as Becky Lynch and where she ends up at, it still seems to be a toss-up between Raw and SmackDown. A lot of fans say Raw because of the fact that Becky never lost the title. So it makes sense for her to return right into the title picture for Raw. Some fans say SmackDown because that's where her husband, Seth Rollins, is at, and WWE likes to keep couples together. So just judging by the looks of things, with SmackDown and Raw splitting again on the road, it doesn't seem like there's a good chance Becky Lynch does return to SmackDown instead. Not to mention that Raw's women division seems to be in better condition right now than SmackDown. Once Sasha is back, the entire SmackDown women's division will have 5 women in total, with 0 tag teams in the tag team division. So SmackDown is pretty depleted, so Becky Lynch could open up new fresh match possibilities on SmackDown as well. Becky Lynch is obviously going to massively boost whatever show she ends up on, and you just know that USA Network and Fox are probably already pulling for her to appear on their show. Becky Lynch last appeared for Raw, but you have to remember that she went undrafted in last year's WWE draft. So that frees up Becky to be a free agent with WWE. We'll just have to see what they plan to do with her and what brand she ends up on. But her return should most definitely be happening here in these upcoming months. So keep your eyes out for that as well. Liv Morgan is the last remaining member of the Riot Squad in WWE. Liv Morgan seemed to be going solo at the start of last year, but was paired up with Ruby Riott again. Now obviously, Liv is thrown back into singles competition after the sudden release of her best friend, Ruby Riott. So we'll have to see if they really decide to put Liv Morgan to use now. Liv Morgan has been used recently as a part of some 50-50 booking with Carmella. But Liv Morgan was recently speaking with Digital Spy and gave her thoughts on everything about Alexa Bliss's new character. Liv Morgan had this to say when it came to Alexa Bliss. I love what she's doing. It's creative, it's artsy, it's dark, which are all things that I'm drawn to. I definitely think maybe it makes others broaden their mind as to what we can and are able to get away with. It's inspiration in that aspect, showing us we can think outside the box, maybe a little bit more than we had anticipated. So it's great to hear someone, even if it is a WWE superstar, point out some of the best things about Alexa Bliss's character. You go online amongst the wrestling community, and the talk about Alexa's character is all negative from a majority of fans. So it's a nice breath of fresh air to see someone pointing out the positives about her character. Liv Morgan mentioned how it's artsy, dark, and creative all at the same time. She also said it's an inspiration, to her and the others because it shows them not to be afraid to think outside the box and push that envelope for their characters. It's also interesting to hear Liv Morgan's insight on this character because this was supposed to be her character, her sort of role. Think back to Summer 19, and that was the summer of Liv Morgan theories. Liv Morgan had been gone for several months, posting nothing but dark teasers. That led everyone to believe that Liv would be returning as a dark character. Then fans started to come up with the idea that Liv Morgan would join Bray Wyatt, and that just took off. It was one of the most popular fan theories in recent memory. WWE even acknowledged it several times as well, like when they posted a WWE 2K entrance video to their official YouTube channel of Liv Morgan coming out with Bray Wyatt's entrance animation. So WWE did pay homage to the popular fan theory on several occasions, and nearly one summer later, they stole that popular fan theory but replaced the female partner for Bray Wyatt from Liv Morgan to Alexa Bliss. So just some very interesting insight there. Everything we saw from Bray and Alexa was actually inspired from the Bray and Liv Morgan theories. They just replaced the role of Liv Morgan. Another popular fan theory was for Alexa Bliss and Liv Morgan to work with each other as well. Alexa Bliss and Liv Morgan have barely crossed paths with each other inside the ring throughout their entire careers. So either as tag team partners or opponents, there's been a lot of talk amongst the fans for Liv and Alexa to work with each other. So we'll have to wait and see if they ever cross paths with each other in the near future. As far as everything with Alexa Bliss, we'll have to see how that turns out as well. Like we pointed out in weeks past, going back on the road during live shows in front of a crowd is going to limit the dark magic aspect of Alexa Bliss's character. She won't be able to do things anymore, such as dropping the stage lights, throwing fireballs, changing personas mid-match, and all of the other things we've seen her do this year. So in that sense, there will be some tweaking there and adjustments needed to her character. How do you keep her going, but also dial it back a bit with all the magic and edits? That's going to be the interesting part. We've already seen WWE make their first move with Alexa Bliss, and that was to remove Lily from the picture. Alexa Bliss's character herself even said that Lily won't be around anymore since WWE is going back on the road, so they put out that there themselves. A lot of fans are praising the removal of Lily doll because it was directionless and hard to follow. So seeing Lily be gone is a relief, but in the end, it is a bit disappointing because Lily joins the long list of things that got a big introduction in WWE and ended up serving no purpose in the end. So when you look at it like that, Lily just ended up being a waste of time. We'll have to see what happens next for the character and how they plan to patch up this Lily void now. What are your thoughts on today's stories? Leave your comments, don't forget to subscribe, and leave a like if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys.